Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie. You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast brought to you by the Butter Cookie Shape Personality Test, which I have just invented right now.
What are the different shapes? I'm ignorant.
In the Royal Dansk butter cookie
You mean
tin.
the tin that's always full of sewing materials and never cookies?
You got the country-style cookie, which is a round cookie, the perfect combination of crispy sweetness and light buttery flavor.
Is this an
pure
ad?
goodness. You have the Finnish bread cookie, which is an oblong cookie with crystallized sugar on top. Very traditional holiday treat in Denmark. Crispy and delicious. Then you got the vanilla ring. The vanilla ring is a signature piece in the Danish butter cookie assortment. This wreath-shaped vanilla ring is sure to be a crowd pleaser. Buttery with a delicious taste and an aroma of vanilla. Then you got the pretzel cookie. That one is shaped like a pretzel and beautifully decorated with crystallized sugar. This cookie is a sure favorite. Crisp, buttery, and delicious. And then you got the coconut-style cookie. A delicate and crisp texture makes this cookie a melt-in-your-mouth experience. Combined with a coconut taste, this cookie is pure goodness.
Every single one of these cookies is some combination of buttery, crisp, and delicious.
Aren't we all just bones, skin, and neurons at the end? Buttery, crisp, delicious. It's fine.
They all taste the same though, right? Maybe not the coconut.
Absolutely not. The pretzel is the best one.
Just because it's the same, exact same recipe as the
I think it has to do
Finnish
with the
bread cookie.
ratio.
But shaped it. Oh, the little holes in the middle.
Sugar to crisp, delicious, buttery cookie.
So, which Danish butter cookie are you, Kate?
I think I'm the pretzel cookie. I'm like a little weird, still sweet, but questionable.
A sure favorite, according to this. I don't know what I found here, but
buttery and delicious.
Which one am I?
I think you're the country style cookie. I actually think you're the perfect combination of crispy sweetness and light buttery flavor.
Pure goodness.
You are pure goodness.
How boring! You're the cool pretzel because you're so interesting. You got some personality, and I am the round circle cookie. Not even the coconut one. That's even better. I hate this. Okay.
I can't believe that we found that off the cuff. I'm really proud of us.
I mean, I just looked up...
My grandma always had the cookies.
And there were cookies in, not sewing materials?
And then she did have one full of buttons, but the buttons also looked kind of tasty, so...
You didn't eat one, did you? No. Didn't have to have a button removed.
You were so cool to the touch, you know?
Kate, my beautiful butter cookie of a wife, have you ever seen The Santa Claus with Tim Allen?
I actually think I have seen this.
What do you remember?
I know that it's spelled with an E. I know that Tim Allen doesn't know a lot about contract law. And then, isn't David Krumholtz in it? Looking like a total cutie.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look, you have more memories than you thought. Do you know why you've seen this? Was it on tape? Was it as an adult? Was it as a kid?
I think it was like on in the background. You know?
The 25 Days of Christmas or something.
Oh my god, the unending.
Wait, oh right, you did get cable eventually.
Eventually.
For a second I'm like, you didn't have cable, but maybe, I don't know if the listeners know this, but it's not like you didn't have cable your entire existence.
Yeah, I was like 13, 14.
Right, you got it when you were, still impressionable, but beyond the really young age. Yeah, look at the description on Disney+. A bizarre twist of fate transforms a divorced dad into the new Santa. That sounds like...
Oh, can't wait for some 90s tropes.
Yo, what was your counter? It's like, ding, when you hear these.
A kid who's sad about his parents' divorce. Maybe his dad doesn't spend enough time with him. And David Krumholtz is there.
Ding, ding, ding.
That kid's bowl cut is a 90s trope in and of itself.
So I did not see this as a kid, I don't think. I think I saw, like you did, bits and pieces of it. I think maybe I sat down to watch it in my teens. I can't remember very well, so it didn't make a big impact on me either way. This movie premiered on November 11th, 1994. It stars Tim Allen, who at the time was also starring in a huge hit sitcom, Home Improvement. Did you ever see that?
No.
I think I just asked you that on our last episode, and you also said no. With Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Weird? Do you think he got... What do you mean?
Did Tim Allen get weird lately?
He was weird the whole time. Tim Allen's career is very interesting because famously he was busted for like cocaine trafficking or something in the 80s.
What?
And allegedly, so Tim Allen's lawyers don't come after us, although I'm sure he's dealt with this enough by now. This is old news. Allegedly, he rolled on all of his associates to get a decreased sentence. Like, a lot of guys went to jail for a long time.
You're a real rat to me.
Wow. Okay. So, I don't know why, but like this summer, maybe during quarantine, I don't know, I watched a full Tim Allen stand-up special, kind of the big one that he made, like right before Home Improvement. Because this was the trajectory back then, the Jerry Seinfelds of the world, the Tim Allens of the world. You become a successful stand-up comedian. You maybe get some specials on HBO of your stand-up being filmed. Then, like, Hollywood brings you in to make a sitcom about your life.
Gotcha.
Not really your life, but, like, you're the main character, but you're half fictional, and it's like a family sitcom. And then maybe you roll that into a film career after, and that's what he did. But he was always kind of weird, because that special I watched, it's pretty hacky by now, like, men are like this. He makes those weird noises, and women are not. That's basically his whole stand-up was.
Wow,
And how much men love tools. So, you got this movie. This movie is peak 90s, I feel like. You got Tim Allen at, like, the peak of his power, mid-Home Improvement. It's directed by a guy named John Pasquin. He produced Home Improvement. He directed a bunch of episodes of Home Improvement, so they knew each other there. But then this guy, John Pasquin, he's a very successful TV director. Here's his film career. He only directed 4 movies ever. The Santa Claus, starring Tim Allen. Jungle to Jungle, starring Tim Allen. Joe Somebody, starring Tim Allen. And Miss Congeniality 2, Armed and Fabulous. That's his entire film career.
It's kind of weird.
But, like I said, he's tons of TV. He directed the whole second season of Roseanne, like every episode in the second season. He not now, it's over, but Tim Allen's more recent show, Last Man Standing, he executive produced and directed on that. So he's like Tim Allen's right-hand man,
He's just like his little hype man.
Yeah.
His little roadie.
It was written by Leo Benvenuti and Steve Rudnick. You know what else they wrote? Space Jam. That's incredible. What two really good. And then I think they wrote that Will Ferrell soccer movie, Kicking and Screaming, later, but that's it. Those are the 3 movies they wrote. This movie has Judge Reinhold in it. Do you know him from anything?
Is he a real judge?
No. They did that joke on Arrested Development, though. Did you ever see the Beethoven movies, those dog movies? Seems like something you would have watched at your grandma's.
I think I might have.
Judge Reinhold's in those. And he's, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Beverly Hills Cop, like a great, very of-the-moment 80s and 90s actor that you don't really see anymore. And, like Tim Allen, the two of them being in this really anchors it to the 90s.
Sure.
This movie was written with Bill Murray in mind, but he turned it down. Chevy Chase was offered it. He turned it down. Lots of people were offered it. Tom Hanks. Nobody wanted it until they get to Tim Allen. He takes it because it's his first starring role in a movie. He didn't have the ability to turn it down. Everyone else was already a hugely established comedic actor.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you want to play this stinky dad? And he's like, yeah, absolutely.
Here's some little bit of trivia for you about some censorship in this movie.
Oh, boy, I love censorship.
All right, here's my First Amendment gripe. So at one point in this movie, Tim Allen is kind of a jerk. That's the point. His ex-wife gives Tim Allen her new boyfriend's mother's phone number as a way to contact her in an emergency, like if he can't reach her. And he takes this paper she's written the number on, and he goes to like fake read it, but he's doing like a bit. And he goes,
1-800-SPANK-ME. I know that number.
And a Merry Christmas to you, too.
Implying that the mother of the new boyfriend is a phone sex operator, right? That's the joke. Apparently, once the movie came out on tape, kids were calling this number from their parents' phones. There's a 1997 article from the Seattle Times that the columnist, whose name is Shelby Gilgee. She talked to tons of parents who got $300, $400, $500 phone bills because their kids called this number after watching the movie. And there's this one dad who's so upset. And he's railing on Disney. And he's like, I contacted Disney. They offered me my money back for the tape. They wouldn't pay my bill for the phone bill, but they were going to refund the tape.
You know that dad was calling that number anyway.
Disney tried to buy the phone number. But the company was like, absolutely not. We make more money with this 800 or 900 number than you can give us. So eventually, Disney caved, and they cut the line out of the movie.
Yeah.
So the version we're going to watch on Disney Plus and the Blu-ray and DVDs and the newer VHS tapes, none of them have that line. It's gone. So just so you know, I thought that was kind of intriguing.
I loved that anecdote. I didn't think I was going to like it.
See, you never like my beginning of episode anecdotes. I thought that was a good one.
Just really warmed my heart.
Before we watch, I do always like to mention the legacy of these things we watch. And recently, a lot of them have not had a legacy, like I'll Be Home for Christmas, the Jonathan Taylor Thomas movie. But this does. There's 2 sequels. This movie did very well. It was number 2 at the box office only because that same day it opened, Interview with a Vampire opened and blew it out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
So it never was number 1, but it would have been were it not for Interview with a Vampire. It gets sequels, but the sequels weren't until 2002, The Santa Claus 2, and 2006, The Santa Claus 3, Escape Clause. That one has Martin Short as Jack Frost as the villain.
I do like Martin Short.
And the poster looks really funny. I've never seen it, but he's got icicles coming out of his nose. He's all blue. But I thought it was kind of weird that this movie was from 1994 and its sequel isn't until 2002. That struck, even as a kid, I thought that was weird. And doing this research, I was trying to figure out why. Was there a contractual thing? Did Tim Allen not want to do it? I could not find a single piece of information. No one has done the hard-hitting journalism and put it online to explain the 8-year gap between Santa Claus 1 and 2.
Maybe no one wanted to work anymore back then, too.
I have a theory.
What's your theory?
Okay, boomer. I have a theory. Here's my theory. The first movie came out in 1994. Came out in theaters, came out on tape, had a naughty phone number in it, but still was very popular.
Yeah.
The 25 Days of Christmas marathon situation does not start until 1996 on the Family Channel, then becomes Fox Family, then becomes ABC Family, then becomes Freeform. The channel changes, but it always has maintained since 1996, since December 96, their 25 Days of Christmas block, right? Mm-hmm. So this movie, at some point during that time, starts getting put into rotation on that block. I don't know when, probably after it becomes ABC Family, because Disney owns ABC, right? And I think that the movie started to become much more profitable and much more popular and part of the public's attention later in the 90s and in the early 2000s, whereas it wasn't when it came out because there was no 25 Days of Christmas. So my theory is that they made the sequels mainly because it was so popular on... The first one was popular in reruns on ABC Family. That's my idea. And they probably were thinking when they made the sequels, well, not only can we make some money from this in theaters, but then it's going to air forever. I heard an ad on the radio yesterday for the 25 Days of Christmas, and they only named like maybe 4 or 5 movies that they're going to be playing. Home Alone, the Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3 were part of what they said, so it's a big draw, I guess. The sequels did not do as well, for sure, but it seems to me that they were just made to put on the 25 Days of Christmas. That's what I got for you. The Santa Claus 3 is Peter Boyle's last movie before he died.
All right, Peter.
You ready to watch? Ready to see if it's any good?
Sure, why not?
Santa?
Scott Calvin.
How come your clothes are so baggy?
Because Santa is watching his saturated fats.
How come you don't have a beard?
Because I shaved. Do you want this doll or not? Go back to sleep.
You're supposed to drink the milk.
Look, I am lactose intolerant, and I am just about this close to taking all those presents back up the chimney with me.
I think this is what my hell would look like.
This office.
Like a 90s corporate office party. I just have a feeling.
Doesn't Jingle All the Way open with a 90s corporate office Christmas party too?
Oh, Judge Reinhold. Like big boxy suits. It's the most disturbing ice sculpture I've ever seen.
Well, it's a toy company.
He's a marketing guy.
For a toy
company. All right, we get it. He's a real asshole. So he stayed too late at this Christmas party, is probably driving drunk home, and is now like, all right, you couldn't believe this traffic, haha.
That kid had elf ears. Did you see her?
I don't know.
I think that kid had elf ears.
Some people have really pointy ears, like me. Oh, there, look at that kid with a bowl cut. Jesus, God.
Oh man, he's late to
Yeah, he's late to pick up
get
his kid.
His kid
yeah.
with their split custody. That's pretty low.
This man is so unlikable.
And
There's like nothing that he can redeem. There's nothing that he can do to redeem himself. Even become Santa. Probably like the best thing to tell kids, Like if you have young ears listening, you're gonna want to stop the podcast now. But if you have a kid and maybe they're like, I don't know if Santa's real or not, maybe it's okay to say like believing is a state of mind and like Santa is a feeling in your heart. That's okay. It's not like this dad is preserving the illusion of Santa. This is like not good co-parenting coming from this man.
It's really bad.
Like all he does is badmouth this new stepdad. I think that Tim Allen could be making a little bit more of an effort to create harmony in this family instead of sowing discord.
Constantly undermining.
And he's going to learn through the magic of Santa and Christmas, and David Krumholtz is there, that maybe he should be a better daddy.
Hey, just because you guessed the ending doesn't mean we're going to stop watching early, so stop trying to get out of it.
Look at that little punk.
That is exactly why you want a high-quality fire extinguisher right in the kitchen.
Those flames were really big, Dad.
And turkey's funny that way.
Alright, I actually got a genuine laugh from this because this turkey's on fire. And he's like, the kid's like, those flames are really big, Dad. And Tim Allen just goes, well, turkey's funny that way. This kid should be in a booster seat also.
He's in the front seat. He's so little. Do you remember, like, being able to graduate to the front seat?
No, I still can't. I still have to sit in a booster seat. I think legally I might have to. I don't know, maybe this kid should just go stay with Neal. It seems like Tim Allen should maybe just give up his parental rights and start over. He's just a really bitter man. Maybe he should be going to some therapy. I think real Tim Allen should probably go to therapy. Here's the deadbeat dad section. This Denny's is either full of like a Japanese corporate office party or a bunch of deadbeat dads who have burned the turkey. All right, that's a good segment.
Look at their faces.
I'm not mad.
I think we're off to a pretty good start. All your complaints about Tim Allen are by design in the movie.
This kid's really mastered the dad, you've disappointed me look. This dad has turned on every light in this kid's room and is like, go to bed.
Do you think it's in Tim Allen's contract that They have to provide him with flannels that he wears in everything.
Oh,
he's
absolutely. Turkey's funny like that. That's never a phrase you want to hear from your dad. Do you know how to call 911? We've all heard it from our own dads. He's like, if something should happen to me, strip me nude and go do my job. Was that grunting the reindeer? Or was it Tim Allen? We can't be sure. I hope that Tim Allen puts pants on before he invades this family's home, but you know. What's that kid got snots coming out of his nose?
It's cold.
I don't like this reindeer's mouth. It just seems like wet and hot. I don't like it. Yeah, a creepy doll.
Why is he so angry while delivering these presents?
He just threw that Raggedy Ann right at the tree.
He's getting in this kid's face and threatening her while delivering her presents.
How come that one girl got a Raggedy Ann and this person gets a kayak?
Because this house is rich.
Look, all these elves just realized they could unionize. It's so weird that, like, these children are supposed to be elves, but they're not children. They're ageless beings. Like, I don't think I'd want to be stuck in a kid body for 1,200 years. A lot of glitter on these children. You think they just, like, put them through a spray machine? All right, if you hear sirens in the background, I think Santa's coming around the neighborhood on a fire truck, or it's a space heater fire.
That's a lot of sirens. It's got to be Santa. Or a really big house fire. Anytime you laugh at Tim Allen's shtick,
I
it's
know,
great.
I don't want to laugh. But...
he's getting sweaty because his kid keeps thought everyone is Santa. He mopped his head with the little doll he's dressed that he's trying to sell at his toy company.
Does Tim Allen even really want to spend time with Charlie, or does he just want to make his ex-wife sad? What are those pants that Tim Allen's wearing?
Looks like he took like a tarp you'd put down when you're painting your house and he just rolled around.
Oh yeah,
in
it's
it.
an absolute, like, it's a pleated chino with a cuff. They're wrinkly. I hate the 90s.
Fun movie about Santa. Get ready for a
Custody
custody lawyer. Family court scene.
Yeah. Is this Judge Reinhold? Like, maybe he could just wear a black hoodie.
It is, it's not helping that he dresses in all red all the time too.
I know that the mom and the stepdad are not supposed to be the heroes of this story, but imagine your ex-husband has just violated a custody order to come in and is like, oh, let me be alone with him. And then his creepy friend shows up,
An
this
elf.
weird young kid, boy ward situation, and then they all disappear. Why do those elves have a flamethrower?
Yeah, it's hard for me to get into like the fun silliness of the Santa part of this.
Yeah, because
While
he's
they're-
committed a kidnapping.
Well, yeah, while the parents are so or the mom and stepdad are so despondent.
Statistically, this is the
Right.
most likely type of kidnapping to
Yeah.
happen, you know?
That's why the police aren't surprised, right? Yeah, look how traumatized they're gonna be.
Yeah.
All the neighborhood kids are out at like midnight watching Santa get hauled into the back of
Just
a
give him
police
all a
car.
thumbs up, like, yeah.
It's fine, children.
Maybe he should just get a lawyer. Don't speak to the police without your lawyer present, ever.
Isn't there like a little elf lawyer he can use?
The only thing you should ever say to the police is, I want my lawyer. That's it. Don't say Topo Gigio. Oh my god, is this kid still on the roof?
He's stranded there.
He's hiding? Are they invisible elves?
I think they're so
Are they
little.
just very small? Like, shut up, kid. Oh no, I hate attitude.
Elves with attitude.
It's not great.
This whole sequence is very anti-police.
Look, he's making a pita pocket with, like, sprouts and avocado. What a nice man.
He cares about his health and his
Look.
family.
Why would you want dirty, stinky, belching Scott Calvin when you could have, what's his name? Dr.
Neal.
Miller.
Judge Reinhold. So he's at the moment where he's learned his lesson. He's showing how much he's grown. Nothing has happened in the movie to
No,
make him
yeah,
learn a
I
lesson,
don't-
right?
Yeah.
Did I miss
I
something?
don't trust it.
It was just like the same way that he's gaining weight and his hair's changing and his beard's growing.
Yeah, he's
like
just-
it's just magical. Like his brain just changed and now he thinks differently. He didn't actually go through a single
Yeah,
thing.
no.
Kind of bizarre. They haven't earned any of this sap.
No,
They've
yeah,
done
this
nothing.
is dumb. Can't you, like, hang out with your dad 11 months out of the year?
Yeah, he's so sad he can't hang out with them tonight, Christmas Eve. The one night he works now.
Well, maybe he's going to sequester himself at the North Pole, which really seems like it would be best for everyone.
Oh? Mr. Calvin, I'm taking away your parental rights. Oh?
Yeah, Tim Allen is just Scooby-Doo. Why didn't you get the mystery date game, then, if Santa's real?
And why didn't he get his weenie whistle? You're
Is he-
right. Is he gonna throw them in the fire? This isn't how the law works.
No.
Laura.
You can't just burn them in the fire, Laura. That was thousands of dollars worth of litigation, Laura.
I burned the custody papers. Suddenly you have custody now.
What if Charlie burst into flames when she burned the papers? I would be sad if someone took my pita. I wouldn't want someone to come to my house, take my pitas, take my avocado and sprouts. Be very upsetting for me.
Look, Neal got his weenie whistle. We own that Oscar Mayer weenie whistle.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Check out our Not-Stalgia Instagram to see the Oscar Mayer weenie whistle from Katie's childhood.
Are all these kids like narcs? I'm confused.
Yeah, the elf kids
elf narc
that have
children?
been planted with the real kids the whole movie is. They didn't explain it.
I don't understand. Oh my god, don't make mom the bad guy.
Want to do this fun thing? Or if your mom says, no, we don't have to.
You ever have a divorce that was so unamicable that you had to turn into Santa so you could co-parent?
What was the last thing you and Charlie did before you went to bed Christmas Eve?
We shared a bowl of sugar and some shots of brown liquor. Played with my shotguns. Field dressed a cat. Looked for women. I read him a book.
What book?
Hollywood Wives. The night before Christmas. Folks, come on.
And did you go to the North Pole?
This is ridiculous. I don't have time for this.
Ridiculous or not, Scott. For Charlie, this isn't some dream. It is real.
Thoughts, feelings?
This movie did nothing to earn this big, sappy end. The best parts were not the North Pole, not when he was Santa, just when he was like a jerky, bad dad.
I felt like there were like 4 very funny moments scattered over this hour-and-a-half film.
Yep.
Felt like a very promising comedy when that stuff was happening early on. Some good jokes, solid jokes. Then there's like a mix of some sappy stuff, but also this mix of just like weird, almost body horror of him transforming into Santa.
I didn't like that.
And that's all mishmash together here to make this. You raised the very interesting question that Santa is real in this universe, so why did the mom and Judge Reinhold not get the gifts they wanted as kids?
It's because they were naughty.
I guess. They didn't get coal, though. It's not like they got a bag of coal instead. She said she got 100 other gifts, but just not the mystery date game.
Yeah, that's the best way to punish people who are naughty. Get them a bunch of stuff they don't want.
Look at the premise for Santa Claus 2 that it's trying to get you to watch right now.
Tim Allen returns in this heartwarming holiday sequel as Scott Calvin, who has been a very successful and happy Santa for 8 years. But now he faces a new challenge. If he doesn't get married by Christmas Eve, he'll stop being Santa forever.
You know, it's a great way to start a healthy marriage. Do it on some sort of timetable there. You have to do it or else.
Or else you'll lose your job. Here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
What's the dating pool at the North Pole like again? It's full of kids. It's just not right.
So I may have peeked at the bigger synopsis on Wikipedia while preparing for this episode. I believe he gets to be de-Santified and sent back down to, I don't know where.
To woo someone as Tim Allen.
Yeah, and
which
then...
is much less appealing.
than Santa?
I can't decide who's less appealing.
But I don't
Santa
know.
At least has an ethos.
I don't know how honest he is with her about the fact that he's Santa.
You should really be. If you're Santa, you should really third date at most.
I'm kind of intrigued. I'm low key intrigued.
I'm not.
We're not going to watch
gonna
it, but I am intrigued. Maybe next year.
You can watch it by yourself.
Santa Claus wasn't your fave. Not something you're going to add to your holiday rotation.
No, yeah, no.
Alrighty, we got one more Christmas episode in us next week. Although I think next week Christmas will already be over. But hey, we're going to finish out December with one more. Tune in then. Go find our back catalog of Christmas episodes or not at Not-Stalgia.org. Or you can go to any podcast app wherever you're listening to this and dig through. You can also reach out to us, give us suggestions for what to watch in the new year. Our schedule is not... I don't have most of the upcoming episodes figured out yet, so there's lots of gaps in our schedule that we could use your help to fill. So please send us messages on social media. Find us on Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Email us, notstalgia@aol.com.
It was the night before Christmas, and children were dreaming of the presents Santa would bring.
Somebody's on the roof.
But this Christmas Eve,
Hey, you!
the unthinkable happened.
You killed him.
Did not.
Now, this night,
If something should happen to me, put on my suit. The reindeer will know what to do.
it's up to them
Let's go!
to save the day. Together, Scott Kelvin and his son Charlie take on the biggest job in the world.
Looking good, Dad.
And though it has its dangers,
Nice teeth.
he thought it was just for one night.
You're the new Santa.
I am not Santa Claus.
Ah. You put on the suit, you're the big guy.
What if I don't buy into this Santa Claus thing?
Then there would be millions of disappointed children around the world.
He doesn't want the job,
It was a dream.
but it's growing on him.
I've gained 45 pounds in a week.
Now he's getting into the spirit
There are a lot of kids that believe in you. I want some ballet slippers.
and getting ready for the biggest night of his life.
How could I have done this without you, Charlie?
You couldn't.
Walt Disney presents a timeless tale that will warm your heart,
I love you, Santa Claus.
I love you, son.
lift your spirits, and make you believe.
You really are Santa Claus.
Pretty cool, huh?
Share the merriment and the magic.
Seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing.
Tim Allen,
Santa?
the Santa Claus.